Good evening. I'm Daphne.
And I'm Ryan.
My lovely wife, Ryan, her birthday is tomorrow, so we are out and about. Gonna paint the town red a little bit later tonight for her birthday.
Something like that.
Yeah. We are here to review the movie Uncut Gems, which Ryan and I saw last night in beautiful downtown Santa Cruz at the Del Mar Theater. This movie stars Adam Sandler, Lakeith Stanfield, Kevin Garnett, Eric Bogosian, Judd Hirsch, tons of stars in this movie. And it's basically about a jewelry store owner, how his life gets a little chaotic because he also is a sports gambler and he has a mistress on the side and he just has a lot going on in life.
A hot mess.
It's a hot mess. It really is. And even the pacing of this movie was very frenetic, and I just felt on the edge of my seat the entire time. I felt my blood pressure rising.
It was very fast paced. I was definitely on the edge of my seat, constantly trying to anticipate what was happening next, but I was often wrong, so that was good.
Yes, definitely.
It was really, I was hooked in the whole time.
Yes, I did not fall asleep as I tend to do sometimes in movies, and I did not.
No elbow, I didn't.
Yes, she did have to give me the elbow like she normally does, and I started nodding off. Thanks, babe. So it was interesting to see Adam Sandler in a non-comedic role. I am not, please don't shoot me, a fan of his comedies. I'm just not a fan of comedies in general. So I haven't seen a lot of Adam Sandler movies, but it was really good to see him in this role, and I think he did a superb job, and he may even get an Oscar nomination for the character of Howie or Howard in this movie.
Yeah, I appreciate some of his comedic roles in the past. Not all of them. Some of them are rather silly. It's not really my type of really my type of comedy. But he did a great job. When I first saw this preview, I kind of chuckled because it was just kind of like,
Adam Sandler?
Weird. Right. But it was good because he was kind of a little still his weird, funny,
he definitely was.
I don't know how to.
He was quirky and
quirky.
kind of geeky.
Yeah, he was still funny, but not. It wasn't a comedic role, if that makes sense.
Definitely. It totally makes sense to me, and I feel like the character was very. I was very empathetic to the character, even though he wasn't.
You're rooting for him,
right? He wasn't traditionally a good guy.
Continuing to just dig himself.
Self-sabotage, definitely. But in addition to Adam Sandler, the acting by Lakeith Stanfield was out of this world, and Lakeith has just been killing it over the last year or so. I first saw him in Get Out like 2 or 3 years ago, but he was in Knives Out just a little bit ago where he played a detective, right, which was a very good movie, by the way. And the role from Knives Out to the role of Damani in Uncut Gems is probably polar opposites. And he just kills it in both roles. I love him as Damani here, even though he's a little bit villainous. You can't help but kind of like him.
Yeah. He's just always kind of lovable, even when he's not a lovable
character. Exactly. And then Eric Bogosian, I don't know where they dug him up from, but I haven't seen him on the big screen in a really long time, and he's awesome. Oh, that's right. He was. And I love him as an actor. And he plays Arnold here. He was one of the Law and Orders he was on. And even when he's not speaking, he has such an iconic, dramatic presence that he can just give you a look with those money green eyes of his, and it just says so much. So he was awesome in this movie. And then Kevin Garnett is also in the movie. And I had to ask Ryan, is he a real NBA player? Because I don't really follow team sports like that. And I don't know if he's done any acting in the past, but I thought he was pretty good in this movie.
Great. Yeah, he did awesome.
Yeah. And just his presence, he's like, I don't know, probably 6'7" or something. He's very tall and he has the most perfect white teeth, I was telling Ryan. So he just commands the viewer's attention whenever he's on screen. So he also did a great job. And just overall, it was just a great movie. Like Ryan mentioned earlier, you expect things to happen that don't happen, and then, big things that happen that you don't expect, when they happen, you're just like, oh my God. Yeah. So it was just overall,
I really enjoyed it.
A masterpiece.
More than I even anticipated.
Oh, good. So we both really enjoyed it. And I've been struggling between 4 and 5 stars, but you know what? I really can't think of a reason to not give it 5 stars. So my rating is going to be 5 stars for Uncut Gems. What say you, Ryan?
I'm going to give it a 4.5.
4.5. All right. So there you have it, 4.5 and 5 stars. And as you guys know, the rating scale is 0 to 5, 0 being it sucks, 5 being it's perfect. Go see it, and go see it now, and go see it at the cinema. So go see Uncut Gems. This is Daphne signing off. #Cinephile.
Ryan, have a great weekend.
Bye.